खास पर गुलजार साहब हैं तो क्या कहने, बहुत बहुत मेस्मराइजिंग और बहुत अच्छा म्यूजिक। मैं आपसे एक सीरियस सवाल इसलिए करना चाहती हूँ कि हाल ही में अभी हमने एक साउथ की बहुत बड़ी माइथोलॉजिकल फिल्म देखी। खासतौर पर उसे कालिदास जी ने लिखा था और हमारे नॉर्थ बेल्ट के हैं, तो हमें उसमें जो जो उनका उसका लिरिक्स था वो हमें थोड़ा सा कमजोर लगा। तो हमने उनसे पूछा तो उन्होंने कहा कि लिपसिंग के प्रॉब्लम की वजह से ऐसा होता है। क्या आप एज अ म्यूजिक डायरेक्टर मानते हैं, क्योंकि आपकी जो ये जो हम अब सॉन्ग सुन रहे हैं वो बहुत अच्छे हैं और उसकी लैंग्वेज भी उतनी अच्छी है, तो ये करना डिफिकल्ट होता है क्योंकि एक तो हिस्टोरिकल फिल्म, दूसरा कि उसमें जो वर्ड्स होते हैं वो बहुत डिफिकल्ट, और उसके साथ म्यूजिक को एडजस्ट करना मुश्किल होता है।
अजय,
I've been fighting this battle from Roja actually. When I used to do jingles, I used to have Hindi and Bengali and Tamil and Telugu. So that actually gave me the experience to handle Roja with three languages. So all the lyric writers, actually, when it goes from one language to another language, there are a lot of challenges. Within the challenges, we have super hits like Bombay and Roja, and from Dil Se Tamil, Dil Se was a Hindi movie. So we do have those limitations, but I think people are intelligent enough to understand certain limitations. They see with the vibe, and beyond all this, there is an inherent quality with the lyric writers, whether it's even Mehboob or Gulzar Saab or Javed Saab. I think they come up with something which is believable and emotional, and which actually enhances the film. And having people like Gulzar Saab is actually a blessing for this one, because he doesn't look at a language. He looks at it doesn't divide this language as Hindi or Urdu or anything. He just brings an experience to us, and we trusted him. That's it.
मेरा सवाल ऐश्वर्या से है। ऐश्वर्या है इकबाल फ्रॉम ANI।
हेलो।
हेलो। मेरा सवाल आपसे ये है कि जिस तरह का आपका और मनी सर का रिलेशन, एक विश्वास का कहें, प्यार का कहें, कॉन्फिडेंस का कहें, दिखता है पर्दे पर, पर्दे के पीछे भी। जब मनी सर की फिल्म आपके पास आती है तो वो सिर्फ नाम ही काफ़ी होता है या कहानी, किरदार, उन सब को भी आप ढूंढती हैं, देखती हैं?
गुरु भक्ति, गुरु है मेरे, तो मतलब एक तो सबसे पहले इट्स अ नेचुरल यस, हाँ तो है ही। जब भी हिंट हिंट सर जब भी पूछेंगे ज़रूर जवाब हाँ ही होगा। दैट्स अ गिवन। अब उसे श्रद्धा कहें, गुरु भक्ति कहें, कृतज्ञता कहें या प्यार कहें, you can label it what you want, but the point is that it would always be a yes. But why wouldn't it be a yes? I'm very fortunate. I think anybody, any actor, you speak to anyone who has had the opportunity to work with him or who hasn't as yet, deeply aspires to work with him. Actors एंड ऑल क्रिएटिव फोर्सेस, बहुत एक्साइटमेंट रहती है। पता नहीं कितने लोग दिखाते हैं या नहीं, लेकिन बहुत खुशी होती है, बहुत एक्साइटमेंट होती है। आज when we were giving interviews earlier also, we were being asked and everybody said that if a message or even that name flashes on the phone, or you sir, now we are telling you directly, you cannot imagine the excitement. We have shared it unabashedly during interviews today in the day. बहुत खुशी होती है, बहुत एक्साइटमेंट होती है, और and everybody truly looks forward to getting the opportunity to work with him, और मौका मिले तो it is very deeply treasured, it is very very really cherished, respected. It's a learning curve. It is an experience which is unique to itself, and it shows in the reaction of the audience, of you viewers. I mean, it's all good. So I mean, why wouldn't one say a natural yes? लेकिन खूबी इनकी है कि it's so lovely. In fact, he said that to me recently when I was asking him, sir, how? I was asking him the context of others. When we were just talking, I said, sir, sometimes you kind of wonder, should one take that call or not, you know, say yes or not. And I've never spoken to him about this before directly, and I did only very recently, after we finished Ponniyin, no, sir? And he just said the sweetest thing. He said, which it's always been, be honest about how you feel about the character you're going to essay. Even if it is me, don't just say yes. I said, no, I mean, you've always brought something magical. Bhale Iruvar ho, Guru ho, Ravanan or Ponniyin Selvan. I mean, you've always brought something magical. So it's a natural yes, of course. He said, but even then, you've got to be honest about how you feel about the character that you're going to go essay, because you are going to live that character and you're going to bring that character to life. There has to be an honesty and integrity and a commitment which runs beyond just, I'm going to say a yes, but of course. But I'm going to say a yes, but of course. I will always just say a yes, but of course. It's him. Everything else is already set, everything else is already in place. Thank you.
Hi, Aishwarya ji, on your left. Hi. Uh, ऐश्वर्या जी, ये जो
जी
नंदिनी नाम है, क्या इस नमस्ते, ये जो नंदिनी नाम है, क्या इससे आपका कुछ इमोशनल कनेक्शन है? और एक फिल्म आई थी नंदिनी, जो लोगों ने, ऑडियंस ने बहुत ही
What
प्यार
a
दिया था।
beautiful coincidence, no?
Yes.
It's amazing, no?
हाँ जी।
कि ऐसा हुआ भी है. I mean, in fact, yes. Even Nandini in Hum Dil De Chuke Sanam was very, very memorable. She has lived on in people's hearts, and I'm so, so thankful that I got to play Nandini then too. And she's remained special for the audience and, of course, to me. And today, and that was with Sanjay Bansali ji. And today, of course, with my Manigaru, I got to play Nandini in Ponniyin Selvan. I mean, that's just tremendously a blessing to have gotten to play such strong women, such layered women, and women with character that touches the lives of so many women out there. There is a relatability, so I'm very, very, very grateful.
Hi, Maniji, this is Runa from Vedunia. Last time when we spoke about it, that we should be looking into our history.
Content being circulated, do you feel like it's hurting people, I mean sentimentally or emotionally, and there should be stoppage on this kind of thing?
Sorry? What
Is
is the
it
question?
stoppage
I heard the comment, and I think everybody has nodded here on stage on
I'm
what
talking
are the
about-
possibilities.
Yeah, I'm talking about the irrelevant news content being circulated on social media.
But it's so nice that a person, a member of the media only, is recognizing that that does exist. So that gives us a great hope that you're obviously not going to perpetuate that. You're not going to, encourage that. And thank you very much for your wise recognition of the negative impact of false writing or unnecessary writing, which is insensitive and unnecessary. So thank you so much for your support, for that sentiment that we all share, and for your wisdom in recognizing that.
Good evening, team PS1. I'm Vijay Lakshmi from the Free Press Journal. My question is to Mani sir and to Rehman sir. Gentlemen, straight. Good evening, sirs. My question to both of you is, you all have collaborated with each other for almost 3 decades, and you all have been friends. And you all have given Tamil cinema some of the most landmark films that we all know. Every time you all collaborate with each other, my favorite question to ask, especially with two individuals who collaborate often with each other, is how do you bring a sense of newness to every project that you undertake? Because the subjects are very different. Yes, sir, Mani sir first.
Yeah, okay. It's very easy with Rehman. It's not very difficult to ask for something new, and I think to a large extent both of us try to keep in mind that try to explore new areas, and not try to repeat what we have done before and stay as far as possible from that. And to a large extent, also that the kind of films that we are doing dictates the kind of music that was demanded. And within that, Rahman is capable of experimenting, go far away, and give something absolutely fresh. And so I've been lucky.
Thank you, sir. Rehman sir.
So I'm like a supermarket. I do super commercial movies. I do a symphony orchestra, and then I do classical kind of songs. But here there's a special shop. It's always there for me so far. I've been very lucky. So I do all this mischief outside and come here to do all the innovation. So I can go wild and he'll put me in
Just the
place.
gourmet food and stuff. Like a special.
हेलो हेलो यहाँ पे इधर 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 इधर
Guys, take your phone and flash it.
जी के बिग वो केबीसी के, लेकिन इस बार नहीं दूंगी। तो इस बार मेरा ये सवाल है कि आजकल साउथ बॉलीवुड पे छाया हुआ है। लाइक साउथ की रीमेक्स बन रही हैं, साउथ की डब बन रही हैं और वो हिट हो रही है, और बॉलीवुड वाले जितने रीमेक बना रहे हैं वो फ्लॉप भी हो रहे हैं। तो ये बात आपको पहले से पता थी, आप साउथ की तरफ पहले ही भाग लिए? साउथ की फिल्में ज्यादा कर रही हैं बॉलीवुड के हिसाब से।
I mean, it's not about, because I think मेरा जो नज़रिया रहा है भारतीय सिनेमा है शुरू से, and I was very very clear about I mean, if I had the opportunity, of course, to be able to subtly but strongly and clearly convey that in the work that I did right from the beginning, because I do not I do not support that viewpoint कि यहाँ काम नहीं है तो वहाँ जाएंगे, वहाँ काम नहीं है तो यहाँ आएंगे। ऐसी कोई बात है नहीं। कलाकार कला के पीछे जाता है, जहाँ मौका मिले कि we get the opportunity to shine, to learn, to grow, to be able to do fabulous work. It's a natural, it naturally draws you. And even if we sound repetitive and it bores you, the fact is that I was blessed to have had the opportunity to work with Manikaru in my first film. Why wouldn't I say a yes? And yes, and thereafter I've also got to work with wonderful directors like Rajiv Menon, Shankar Sir. It was naturally, I would say yes to the movies that I have done, and the proof is in the pudding. You'll have seen the movies that I have chosen to do with Rehman sir's music in all of them. I mean, wow. Why wouldn't I happily say a yes to these incredible combinations of talents where I got to start my career, to grow, to learn, and have the opportunity to actually work with the great talents. When you have the opportunity to surround yourself, to infuse yourself with this kind of creative energy, it's a natural yes. So it's not about यहाँ भागना कि वहाँ भागना. शुरू से मैंने तो I think काफ़ी clear किया है in my choices कि I don't follow these systems and these thought processes, and that's never been my journey and reasons for my choices.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Or sorry for
All right, we'll take
Hello,
two
hello.
final questions, right? And
Hello,
I'll come
hello.
to you,
Yeah.
but before that, Mayur.
Hi, Mayur here from Beyond Bollywood. Send when you've come to Mumbai, did you take stock of the roads, the potholes?
Take stock of that.
Just a light-hearted
I
question.
do that even in Chennai.
Okay, the roads are good in Chennai though. Okay, well, want to add something?
No, I mean, that was a film, honestly, I did not look at it as like a launch into Hindi cinema. It was because Priyansa launched me in Tamil and he asked me to do this film. It's actually a remake of a Malayalam film, so I just obliged because, like, he's my guru. He launched me, he gave me a platform, and so, no, I do not go around looking at potholes in any part of India otherwise.
Okay, my question to Mani sir and Vikram sir. Lately, especially in the last few years, we get to hear this word pan-India. The way I look at it, India is a country, it's known for its cultural diversity. And with cultural diversity comes different sensibilities, regional sensibilities. So do you think as a filmmaker, do you think it's really, it's a fallacy to use this word pan-India, because the sensibilities is always, they will be different, and that's the beauty of our nation.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. I think we should take away the word pan India. It's always been India.
Vikram sir, would you like to add to this?
Yeah, the same. First of all, apologies for the history class last time. And second, I believe any story, any movie with a good story, which is engaging, which is thought-provoking, which evokes emotions that really stir us will do well, will reach a clear example would be a Kantara, or which is such a small film, but it crossed boundaries in spite of it having, you would understand that being a Mangalorean, it's got a Mangalorean culture which even people in Bangalore may not understand, which only a certain community in Kerala will understand. It's on the border. It's called Teyyam in Kerala and whatever. But it reached cross boundaries because sheer dint of the fact that it had a story like that, which was so engaging. So I think you make good films, it will cross boundaries. And now with OTT and stuff, people have started watching films, not just dub films. They prefer watching films with subtitles because they want to have the original language out there, which is so, heartwarming. And I'm so glad that we are all here in a time when we can push our boundaries, and now we don't even have to stop with Kashmir or with Kanyakumari. We're actually thinking global. We're thinking of Oscar awards. Who knows? One of them may get, or will surely get. And he's making it a habit, so I'll be waiting for them. Thank you for that question.
Thank you. My best.
Hi, Shobita here. Hi, Shobita. I'm Tanmay from Peeping Mood. My question for you is, what's your biggest takeaway from PS2?
That sometimes I feel like as actors, when an experience or when something is so special to you, like for me this opportunity, sometimes we tend to put it on such a pedestal that we might not entirely be present in the moment. So there have been a couple of times when we shot things that I was completely unprepared for, and yet taking that plunge gave me a lot of joy afterwards, and it taught me a lot. So when the student is ready, the lesson arrives. So just be willing to take the leap and have faith. Your filmmaker knows what he's doing.
Thank you.
Jayam Ravi, would you like to elaborate a little bit here, this side? Would you like to tell us something about your character?
In the movie, right?
Yeah, of course. Otherwise, also we won't mind.
Otherwise, it's a little questionable. But that's a good question.
It will be interesting.
He's jealous, nothing.
Yeah, he's always
Especially the
jealous.
questionable parts.
Yeah.
Down south, I would say the character of Ponniyin Selvan
So I asked.
Rajaraja Cholan is an epitome of a character. He's literally looked as near to God because of his nature and because the way he took care of his kingdom. So when Mani sir called me and told me you're going to play Rajaraja Cholan, and I was like in a dream, which we spoke a few months back here, and now the dream has come as a reality. But the process was amazing because he told me to live as Rajaraja Chola for 6 months before the shoot. So I did that exercise, sir. I did, and it really helped me to play that character well because I was searching for many words to describe Rajaraja Cholan, and I took all the positive words because he is a very positive person. And one word stood out, it's the righteousness of him. When he looks at somebody, we know that he's righteous. So that word, my brother helped me with that word. And finally, when I portrayed it and when people saw it, my brother, who has done 7 films, he's a director, he's done 7 films with me, and we've grown together. And this one is, he saw the film and he told, I'm seeing you as a new person here. I can see the righteousness in your eyes. Only my brother can come up with that because he's lived with me, made movies with me. And I really thank Mani sir for that, for seeing that quality. Something, I don't know. Thank you, sir. Thank you for that.
Mani sir, Mani garu, before we wind up, do you consider Ash as your lucky charm and lucky mascot? And
Yeah,
Ash, you can answer also after him.
He's certainly not one to sit and think about luck.
Is she your fan
I
club
mean,
president?
I don't
Just
think
find out.
luck even is the kind of factor that he focuses on.
Lucky charm.
see, when you're a filmmaker is a very, very selfish person. Absolutely heartless and selfish. Only thing that you care for is the film.
We all second that.
How much ever I love her, I will ask her only if I think she's right for the role. And every time I've asked her is only because I believe that she was absolutely right for the role, and she's been nice enough to say yes. So it is not a luck or it's not a charm, it's only her talent and the personality that would portray this character.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, that's all we have for you. With this, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a quick photo op, the final photo op. Would like to invite on stage the dialogue writer.